AWOD Radio joins me now, talking a little Commanders. All right, Jayden Daniels, if he doesn't go, how confident are you they can get this win against the Bears, or are you already looking ahead to the Giants?
No, I'm going to make a case on my show for why Marcus Mariota could win this game. I think he can lead this team to 22 to 25 points. And with the way the defense is playing, I know Chicago's playing well also, but I do think you can, at home, limit them to under 23, 24 points. And you can squeak out like a 3-point win. With Marcus Mariota, I feel like our only chance to win is if it's a close game. Like, I don't think we're going to blow them out. They're not the Panthers. They're not the Browns. But the way the offense is playing, I think it is a little plug and play because on first and second down, Mariota might not even throw the ball. Right? The way you're running the ball right now, he's not going to be asked to do much for parts of this game, I feel. I mean, B-Rob could get over 100 yards. Eckler could get over 60 all-purpose yards, and they could throw in McNichols at some point. Here's the other thing that gives me confidence in this team this weekend. It is Marcus Mariota throwing it to Terry McLaurin, but Noah Brown has come on so strong. Michael, the pass interference penalty that he drew on the second drive that Mariota was in, I thought that got Marcus going. That gave him some real confidence.
You need to have more than just 3 plays, right? You need the rhythm, and that extended the drive, felt the rhythm, got rolling from there. I agree with you. If the Commanders win Sunday, Brian Robinson's going to be your MVP coming out of that game, right? Give him the rock, let him run. He's running angry right now into a very difficult Chicago defense. I am intrigued by what the game plan's going to look like. We saw Mariota run 11 times last week. I don't know that that's what you want to build a game plan around. Kind of nice to know, though. He's got the skill set. You're not rewriting the playbook this week. You got the opportunity to do some things you've been doing. And I also really liked that he ran with the pace. Right? The pace has been so good all season. We've seen that even back to the preseason. They don't huddle a lot. They keep it moving. I thought Marcus Mariota was really good at continuing that when he came in.
I'll predict 10-plus carries, Michael. I think the reason... For Mariota.
Okay.
I think the reason Mariota is in Washington right now is not any film they watched from last year in Philadelphia.
I hope not.
It's from Atlanta. And in Atlanta, he had some really good games on the ground with quarterback keepers on RPO option type plays. And so I think you're going to see some of that. I think you're going to see some of the stuff that they used with Jayden, right? Where they have two lead blockers out there in front. Like they pull the center and the guard and have them lead block like Jayden scored in the red zone earlier this season. I think the game plan is going to be very similar to if Jayden Daniels was the quarterback because Marcus Mariota was running first-team offense stuff before Jayden was named the starting quarterback here. And I think they're going to go back to, hey, we still ran the same stuff back then.
He's got the reps in. He's got the maturity. He's got the NFL experience. I don't think he's a great quarterback. I mean, that's my objection
I think it's
here.
The accuracy, and he's going to have a mistake.
Yeah, there will be a mistake that they're going to have to clean up. So that's where the pressure's on the defense, right? We've seen the defense protecting 20-point leads. It's very different to, like in that Baltimore game, right? If they had gotten a big stop in the second half, we're potentially talking about a different game. They couldn't get that game-changing, game-deciding stop. Now, I think Baltimore's offense is better than Chicago's offense. They're rolling right now, though. So it's a little bit of, who can step up and make a play that you don't expect to. I think it's also a test for Adam Peters. As you know, I implicitly trust Adam Peters. I ride with him whatever he wants to do. This was a decision, bringing Marcus Mariota in as a backup, that at the time I said, I don't agree with this decision. He's got the chance to prove me wrong once again. It's all he's done so far this year.
Yeah, I mean, did you have another name that you would like to see as the backup quarterback? I kind of feel like of all the 32 backup quarterbacks right now, Mariota's closer to the top of the list, but maybe that's just recency bias, the way he played last week.
Yeah, I'd put Andy Dalton above him. I'd put Jacoby Brissett if he had been, I don't think he was going to be willing to hang around after his Eric Bieniemy experience, but guys like that, and they had Colt McCoy forever, right? A guy who okay, Colt's a gamer. Like he's going to get broken after 2 games, so that's an issue, but those 2 games, he can keep it together for you. I don't know that I trust Mariota in a 6 to 8 week span, but that's why, it's kind of nice, this Jayden injury. It's a short-term injury. I think that bodes really well.
I don't think you could trust any quarterback that's a backup for that long of a period of time. But no, there was no other backup quarterback in my mind that was going to play a similar style to Jayden Daniels, right? He was being compared to Lamar and Patrick Mahomes, right? Well, those guys are not backups. So Marcus Mariota was a backup that could do similar things to what they liked in Jayden Daniels. But to me, this game comes down to who can create more negative plays. And that's why I'm looking at Dante Fowler Jr. and the rest of the defensive line for Washington that's playing really good right now. I think you could argue that that's like the best part of the team right now, the way they played the last couple games, is those two guys. Obviously, Wagner and Luvu are also flashing. The secondary is a big issue. But, man, has the defensive line come on strong as of late.
The Austin Seibert disrespect here is tangible. All he does is make field goals, except that one time he got one blocked. All right, if Jayden Daniels plays, or if he plays next week, or if he plays in 2 weeks, how do you want Cliff Kingsbury to change Jayden Daniels when he returns?
I don't want to change much except for the designed runs where he does not have a lead blocker and he's up the middle or around the goal line. I kind of am tired of talking about it because I think Cliff knows. I don't think Cliff's stupid. We all saw Jayden get his helmet knocked off around the goal line. We all saw another play where he took a huge hit around the goal line in which the team was down by 14 points in the fourth quarter. It's not worth it. Grow up, be the adult in the room, and stop calling those plays. You're creative enough to get in the end zone without your quarterback running it in.
When he left the Giants game for that one play, came back in, got the wind knocked out of him, I do think something fundamentally changed in the way Kingsbury calls the plays, and I'm wondering if this is a second moment where the same thing happens. We're coming out of this, we see a little different style. What I love was coming out of the first one, they got better. They left some running on the table. The offense got better as a whole. I'd love for that to be an outcome here as well.
Yeah, I kind of think that first hit where he got knocked off the Giants game changed Jayden's mindset more than Cliff's play calling. He decided when to get out of the pocket, I need to keep my eyes downfield, and we saw him do that in the Bengals game, again the Cardinals game. And you're right, they did get better. So I am excited to see after he either misses a game or just misses 3/4 of the game last week, can he get better like he did before?
I'm rarely accused of being a ray of sunshine. I am going to predict that the Bears win this weekend. I don't trust Marcus Mariota. Until further notice, I'm happy to come grovel and apologize to him on Monday's program. I've done it before to people in Washington. What's your thought on how this goes?
Yeah, I do think that the team is playing so well, and you're at home, and you're going to win this game here. You're going to win it at the line of scrimmage with being able to run the ball. And I do think that Caleb Williams, my biggest issue with Caleb in college, it was the same thing with Caleb in the NFL, is that he tries to play hero ball too many times. It's almost every single snap he's trying to get out of the pocket and make something happen downfield. I think that's going to lead to too many negative plays, and that's going to force the Bears to punt. And that's how I have Washington getting the win.
Bears only 2-point favorites, so Vegas certainly thinks they've got a chance. Adam, thank you. We'll catch up next week for a little video crosstalk. Catch you on your program in a few minutes. We got to get out of here.